Very good morning, students. Welcome back to online class for IoT subject. Today we are going to discuss sources of IoT. Sources of IoT is nothing but hardware sources for IoT prototype development. There are some ready-made sources are available for designing different IoT kit. So there are some popular IDE development kits. A very popular one is Arduino, then Microduino, then Intel Edison board, then Beagle board, and the last one is also very popular. We call it as Raspberry Pi wireless inventor kit. This is also called Raspbic. So these are the ready-made available kit, so through which we can invent or we can create some more the IoT applications. We can design the different IoT applications for using these ready-made IoT kits. These are called sources of IoT. After this, we have to study the M2M communication. M2M is nothing but machine to machine communication. So machine to machine refers to the process of communication of physical object or device. So here physical object or device at machine with other of same type for monitoring but also for controlling purposes. So here we have to follow some architecture that we call it as a M2M architecture. You are seeing the M2M architecture. So in the M2M architecture, we have three domains to study. Starting from bottom to top, we have M2M device domain. The second one is M2M network domain. Then third one is M2M application domain. In the M2M device domain, it consists of three entities: physical device, communication interface, and gateway. Communication interface is a port or a subsystem which receives the input from one end and sends the data received to the another. Then second domain we call it as a M2M network domain, which consists of M2M server, device identity, data analytics, and data and device management. Then third one we call it as it's a application domain, M2M application domain, where we'll find application for services, monitoring, analysis, and controlling of devices network. So M2M communication, again it is also asked in the examination, explain with the neat diagram of M2M communication. So you have to draw this one and you have to mention these three domains and explain of each. So you can see physical device there, M2M device domain, the network domain, and application domain. So you have to explain. Then yes, very important is examples of IoT. You read so many times. There are so many advantages are there. Examples of IoT. So here in this book they described about wearable smartwatch, then smartphone, then smart city. So here we have the table for hyper-connected wearable smartwatches, three types of smartwatches designed by the different company. The first column is Samsung Galaxy smartwatch, then second one is Apple Watch, then third one is Microsoft Wristband 2. So and they have their different features. So Samsung, they have 2-inch curved display, ability to market, then Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connections, GPS enabled, all those things. And Apple has got the track walks, measure heart rates, make payment, fitness. For fitness also we can use. Then Microsoft Wristband, it is also used for fitness tracking, can help with the productivity, works with Windows iPhone. See they developed the same watches with the different company. Then this is about the wearable watch, and this is how the Apple will look. So it has got the different feature like this. This is the Apple Watch. where you will find so many features, right? Like it has got the tracking system also, then it has got the measure of heart rates, making payment using payment wallet, online payment is also done through the Apple Watch. This is an example, so that's why I quote. Then coming to the examples of smart home, yeah, see, this is very very important. The connected home, in the sense the internet connected home has the following application deployed in a smartphone. When you say it's a smartphone, if it does home security on its own, lighting control, home healthcare, fire detection or leak detection, energy efficiency, solar panel, if it has solar panel monitoring and control, temperature monitoring, then refrigerator monitoring, then automated meter reading. So this is also given in this particular diagram. So these are the some examples related to the smart home, and it's an architecture view of the smart home, how the different the networks can be controlled and monitored. This is about the smart home. Then smart city, very very important. This diagram shows the 4-layer architecture framework developed at Cisco for a smart city. This is developed by the Cisco, and it has got 4 layers. The first layer, in which it consists of all sensor. Look at this physical device with the sensor network in parking space, hospitals, streets, vehicles, banks, water supply, with so many applications. Layer 2 captures the data and distributes the computing points where data is processed, stored and analyzed. Then layer 3 is meant for central collection services, connected data centers, cloud and enterprise services. Then last one, layer 4, it consists of new innovative applications and services for city managers and government and resident services. So this is how the different the monitoring and controlling system will make the simple city to smart city. Everything is done on its own. So this is also example for IoT. So here we studied 3 example. One is the watch, second one is smart home, then third one is smart city. Now look at the next one. Next in the your syllabus, we call it as modified OSI model for IoT or its M2M system. Modified ISO OSI. You already studied this ISO OSI model in the CCN, Computer Communication Network, where you have 7 layers as mentioned here in the block diagram. From the bottom to top, we have physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer and application layer. And this layer should be calculated in terms of IoT system. Okay, so now this is 6 layer. Okay, 7 layer ISO OSI model is converted into 6 layer of the IoT system. Look at the bottom to top. First layer we call it as physical cum data link layer, then data adaptations, then network, then transport, then application support, then last one is application. And this is how the things are used in the IoT system. In the IoT system, we have 6 levels. The first one is the gathering of the data, then enrichment of the data, plus stream, plus altogether application support. In that application support, we have manage, plus acquire, plus organize and analysis. The last one is your IoT application and services. See how the things have been changed from ISO OSI to the normal IoT or M2M system. So here we have 4 levels. Okay, so gathering plus enrich plus stream. Stream is nothing but combination of transport and network layer. Then application support itself is having managing data, acquiring data, organizing data and analyzing the data. Altogether at the application we have the IoT applications and services. So this is how the different ISO OSI model is. That's why 7 layer of generalized OSI model should be converted into IETF 6 layer modified OSI model. 6 layer it is. Okay, so this is especially for M2M. This is especially for M2M. And with the conceptual framework equation, we have to follow the second equation, that is for enterprises and processes. Okay, so gathering, enrichment, stream, and manage then application. So it's a uh, how we can convert the modified ISO OSI in the to the IoT system. Now coming to the second important thing with respect to the IoT, before going to this